not so easy to answer, because it very much also depends on you and on your ability to observe yourself. When Ramana Maharishi brings forward vichara, self-study, self-observing, as a main practice, he is very correct in that way that if we want to really learn about ourselves, and in that way learn about reality and the universe and everybody else, and about our spiritual experiences and so on, then this is very much needed. When the thought process no longer is something that happens and kind of takes us along as it goes, and it's hard even to remember like how one thought came to be, then it's also very difficult to know the difference between a real spiritual experience and something which is more a product of your own imagination. That is a very important attitude, in a way, that we develop not just in meditation or when we are trying to observe our mind, but all day, even in dream. That you have this attitude that we very well know what is happening and why things are happening. Maybe we don't know it all, of course, but we have a good idea, and especially if important things happen, we have a good idea where it comes from, what triggered what thought led to what. One of the exercises there is to think backwards, which means, at some point you think, okay, what am I thinking? And then what was I thinking before this? And what was I thinking before that? And try to even move further, backwards in your train of thought. It's very difficult. If you have trouble sleeping, it's one of the best ways to fall asleep, because it's so hard to do that it's very tiring. And of course, at that point, it also brings you the understanding that all this thinking is pretty useless if you can't even think back 3-4 thoughts, So then more easily you let go of your thinking and you fall asleep. But as a practice, of course, the idea is not to fall asleep, but to really do this and to become this observer of yourself. And then you will be able to more easily see what happens and where it comes from. Now, in your question is the idea, the concept of some kind of spiritual inspiration that comes from somewhere else. So first I have to clarify that, because these are actually of two kinds. We can have spiritual experiences that are truly ours. That means that we connect to Buddhi, which is the cosmic intellect, which, we all have. It's like the basic understanding of the universe and how it functions and how many things in the universe function. So it goes well beyond the knowledge of the self, and the absolute truth is going into lots of aspects actually of the universe. But so there is a way to access that, and that way is from silence. So when we are thinking about a certain subject, surely also there we can have some kind of insight that feels very good or very clear, but that is all a product of our thinking, so that I would not classify, let's say, under real spiritual experience or inspiration. Only from true silence, if there something like that comes, then okay, it is something benign, if I pronounce that word correctly, and it is something which at that moment we will also actually not doubt. Because it is something we will see. Like the knowing becomes a kind of seeing, a certain, fact, let's say, that we are experiencing. It is not a thought that can always be questioned. And this knowing, it comes relatively wordless. The moment we start putting it into words, again, difficult. But okay, sometimes it can come as some words or a sentence, and we really know that is true. So that is one way. It's a more direct way. So, and then the other kind of spiritual experience, and I think you are more actually asking the question about this one, is when we are somehow inspired by some spiritual energy outside of us. Some divine being, some higher being, some yogic being, or whichever it is, which is bringing us some kind of experience, which might be, again, words, a certain understanding, but which also often comes as visuals or actual visions. So there, let's say when we meditate, or when on some other moment maybe, we suddenly see something. How to know if this is something real, coming from somewhere, being communicated to us, or whether this is just in our imagination. So for knowing that, we have to be very aware of what happened before. That's where this self-study, this self-observing is so important in the whole process. That we are totally conscious, like, like a hunter who sees everything. Nothing escapes his attention. So in a way we should also be a little bit like that. Especially when we go into a more meditative state, that, we are very alert. So then, if we can do that, if we can be that much alert, then we will see how this image, let's say, it comes. Does it really come from nowhere? In the way that there was no thought leading into it, there was no visualization that we are ourselves trying to do, there was no effort from our side, then that experience that comes is more benign. Like, let's say we are doing certain practices, and maybe we are a little bit uncertain if the mantra that we are using is the right mantra. Maybe we should try something else, or, in this way. And then suddenly in our meditation comes an image of, let's say, Tara, or some of the other deities. It's possible, no? That somebody is answering your question, whether you have put it there out or whether it's just a question which is existing inside of you. It is possible that this comes. But so to know, you first have to see, how did you come to that? No? Were you really very much looking? The more you were looking, the more effort there was there, the more the chance is that this is your own production. The more you are really silent or not at all, trying anything in that way, the more it will appear as benign. The quality of whatever you experience there may also tell something, in the sense that dreamlike experiences or images are quite different from real vision. Real vision is, very sharp in its imagery, very, I would say, 3D also, very much including all senses. Maybe, okay, you're not aware of all of them, that is quite natural, like also in life, we are not aware all the time of whatever is there to smell or... But still, it will feel much more real than a dreamy image, because of course in meditation, the distinction between samadhi and sleep or the dream state is not very big, no? So it may also be that we are more dreaming, and then if, some question has been on our mind before, then as usual we can dream about it, like also in sleep we can dream about these things that we are involved with. So the same can happen there. But so the difference there will mostly be in the visual quality of it. When it appears lifelike, when you are feeling like I was in a different place, then that experience is more real. As long as it's more like I saw something, I'm not saying that necessarily means it is unreal, but less likely so. In any case, to my experience, these things, when they come, we feel it. When it feels real. And we also feel it when we are not sure. So, okay, when we are not sure, then it's still up to us to decide what to do with it. Whether, yes, we want to try that mantra related to that image that we saw or not, or if other reasons are there, if in other ways also we feel attracted to that mantra, and then also some image like that came, then okay, this is all leading us towards at least giving that a try, and see where it brings us. But if it comes really out of nothing, and it comes more as a 3D vision, that you really felt you were someplace else, out of your body, you can say, then whatever you think about it, I would not care so much. Try it and see where it brings you. Because whoever put that there, whoever inspired you to see that, is not going to stop with that. They're going to be there to help you more. So in that way, there should be no doubt. And you should do it and then see, what happens.